First pitch coming your way next. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Christian Javier. What's the scouting report on him?
Just a 4-inning start his last time out. He took the loss. They're looking for more out of this guy today.
Just about to get started. Max Muncy at the dish.
Max Muncy.
And we're underway.
Outside. Oh!
The Dodgers off to a hot start this season, playing very well in the early going. You're getting a taste right here of what Max Muncy does. Has a really good eye at the strike zone. And there's the automatic.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boog, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a 600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And the funky Muncy is stifled by the strikeout.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. Seeing plenty of left-handed bats in this lineup against a righty on the hill.
Yeah, they're looking to ambush, and you wonder if it's going to lead to a big game for them or not. Certainly, it's a nice boost of confidence to think you can get to that pitcher on the mound with all those lefties in the lineup, and with that extra split second they have to react. We'll see how it shakes out here.
Now that's smacked to right center. Myers on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 outs, base is empty. There's Freddie Freeman now. And there's a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That one ripped, but foul.
Oh, that's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Stays alive. Two down, nobody on.
Oh!
Freeman checks his swing, appeal to third, did not go. And a payoff pitch. Oh, that hit him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the third out. The inning is over. Now here come the Astros, no score. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Ball. Yes.
This one in the air, center field. Pajes under it. One up, one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Christian Walker.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Yordan Alvarez, batting with one down, takes a strike.
No, that's a ball.
The 1-1. That smash towards center. And there's two away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Paredes went deep in his most recent game. The 0-1. And there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And now it's Christian Walker.
Walk-off homers aren't just about the win you get in that game. As a player, it's about the confidence the manager is going to have in you in big spots. You can bet he's someone they'll look to in the future.
Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, belted. That one back there.
Nope,
And a
that's
foul ball. Paredes off of first with two away. Strike three. Yoshinobu gets the K. We played an inning. No score. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Kyle Tucker.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Check swing called strike. And the count 1-1.
Ball two.
Now pitching.
Lance McCullers Jr., ready or not, in the game now after the injury. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Right through there for a strike. The 2-2. And that's
out the
outside.
corner.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Oscar Hernandez.
Ball 1.
Second inning here, no score. It's in and out of his glove. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Well, looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
One down. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Tons of pop. Right now he's 3rd in the National League in homers. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Now quick throw to first. Hernandez back on a dive. Man at first, 1 away. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw to second, on a bounce, safe.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground, right side. Altuve handles it. Slings to first in time.
Batting 7th, catcher Dalton Rushing.
Laser to the gap should score the run. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. The throw to second is offline.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Miguel Rojas at the plate. 3 for 8 in the series coming in.
Ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Tap foul at the plate. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Headed for the plate. In comes the run from second. Cut off, throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Comes through with the RBI. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground to short, Pena. On the run, sends it over to first.
He's out.
Got him. Nice play. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Astros nothing. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Back here in Houston, at the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. That misses, and that's ball one.
Strike one.
That's to third. Muncy fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Foul ball. This one in the air, right field. Tucker on the move. Makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 7th, center fielder.
And now, Jake Myers. 0 for 6 in the series so far. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. His 4th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Right.
Two down, nobody on.
Nope. That's inside.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball 2.
Two down, base is empty, but one run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a good eye there.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That one ripped. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Astros get a run back here on the solo shot. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, L.A. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Max Muncy.
Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Walker takes it himself. One pitch and one out.
Next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Now that's smacked to right center. And a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman.
Two down, base is empty. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Playing in the World Series north of the border was certainly special for Freddie Freeman. His dad, Fred, hails from Windsor, Ontario. His mom, Rosemary, from Toronto. Activity in the bullpen. Brian King, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. 1-0 to Freddie Freeman. Up the middle, and a base hit. And that extends the inning for Kyle Tucker.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. Kyle Tucker the other way. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add on. It's 4-1.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. McCullers gets the hook. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
A new pitcher in the game, Brian King.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So 2 down, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Hernandez, multi-time All-Star, 33 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 5-1.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left. Over to first.
You're out.
And that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 5-1 ball game. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Strike one.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. That's a good
That's
at
off
bat
the corner.
right there.
Take
He
a
was
base.
down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization, who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Man at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him. 2 gone now.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Swings, and this one's flared. Base hit into the outfield. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Runner at first with 2 away. Christian Walker will hit next. And that one cutting but missing down low. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 1-2. Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Yamamoto. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 5-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Dalton Rushing.
Nope. Ball 1.
Dives, and he can't hang on. The flip, and they get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Nope.
He's been
That's away.
raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The 2-1. That clips a corner. This one in the air, center field. Myers under this one. 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers. Second
So
baseman,
digging in,
Hesung
Hesung Kim. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on, and it's even up. Late on that fastball.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
No,
Just
that's a ball.
missed. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That
Ball
one
3.
missed. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that is that. Dodgers down in order. They're still out in front 5-2. Back here in Houston, at the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's a 1-1.
No.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. One down.
Up next for the Astros, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Ball low. That's a ball.
Just
Ball,
off the
inside.
inside edge. Fought off foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Got him. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Astros 2. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Angel De Los Santos.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a ground ball. 1 away here in the 5th.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game. And it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Ball. Nope,
It's a
that's
tough
low.
pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where
No,
you're going
that's
to
a
catch up
ball.
to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
3-0 down. And there's the automatic. And there's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Up next
So
for
a
the
man at
Dodgers,
first.
baseman
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Here's the 0-1. Shohei on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully move that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Angel De Los Santos, done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching. for the
A.J. Blueball
Astros,
gets the ball now.
number 69.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And there's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down.
Ball.
That's out to center field. Myers on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. So a strong showing there from the Houston bullpen. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Astros 2. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, L.A. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So now the Astros designated hitter, Zach Cole.
Cole.
Well, these Astros need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Right through there for a strike.
One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Freeman takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
This one in the air, right field. He
No,
dives
that's
but
foul.
can't make the play, and that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, low.
And
Ball
that
three.
is downstairs. Ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And that's outside, ball 4.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there on the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases. If he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Yamamoto keeping an eye on him. Pena leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And he hits a ground ball right side. Kim there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. So the Astros lead 1. They trail at 5-2. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Nope, outside.
Movement in the bullpen. Brian Abreu, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up.
Here we
Check
go.
to swing of the 1-0 and appeal to first. And he won around. Rule to swing. Blue ball. Pitching for the 20th time this season. And he was drafted in the 7th round in 2022. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Late on that fastball. Man at second. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one close, ruled a ball. Going to count 1-2. Challenge from behind the dish here. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges. One out, runner at second. Dalton rushing, digs in now. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Swings through that. One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That's a strikeout. Good-looking sweeper there.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
On the ground. Inning over. One left for L.A., and it remains 5-2. Bottom of the sixth, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes.
Isaac Paredes.
That's the ball.
Fouled off. He was late. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He'll do it himself. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Up next for the Astros, first baseman, Christian Walker.
Foul ball there. The Dodgers leading by 3 here in the bottom of the sixth. That one hit the knees for a strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Swings through it for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. His righty-lefty splits there. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Astros, and the deficit remains 5-2.
Now pitching.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Brian Abreu. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Leading off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Hye-Sung Kim.
Check swing called strike. 0-1. There's a strike. The 0-2. Out towards right center field. Myers on the move. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Tap foul at the plate. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Oh!
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Stays alive. The 1-2. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 outs, base is empty. Shohei Ohtani now at the plate. In the air to left center, Alvarez in position, and that is that. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Astros 2. Back here in Houston, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
In there at the knees. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Tanner Scott, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Dreyer also throwing.
Oh!
Line to the right center field. That's a base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Up next.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Oh,
Altuve on at first. Nobody out. And a big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fought off foul. Myers stays alive. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's the result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mix it up to speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Yoshinobu Yamamoto done for the afternoon, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Tanner
Dodgers.
Scott on a pitch out of the pen here.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
One out man at first. Zach Cole up next for the Astros.
Oh.
0-1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. Scott, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup.
Oh,
Recognize
ball
that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges.
Up next for the Astros, right fielder, Cam Smith.
Ball.
On the ground, right side, Kim. Gets him easily, ends the inning. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Astros 2. Back here in Houston, we go to the 8th. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Throwing it
Strike
back
one.
can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Oh, he
Oh.
doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The 0-1. In the air to left center. Alvarez drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder, Teoscar.
Here comes the
Hernandez.
manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Brian Abreu will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching. for the
Astros go to the pen, and here
Number
comes
48,
Steven Okert. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Okert.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Ball. Ball 2.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. Still one challenge left for them. Two down, nobody on. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that'll do it. So they make short work of them there. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Astros 2.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Jack Dreyer taking over on the mound. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Leading off for the Astros, the shortstop, Jeremy Pena.
Chop back up the middle. Rojas whips it to first on the run.
Safe.
But it's not in time. Base hit.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Pena gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
The 1-1. Off the catcher and rolls away. To second, he's in there. And now a man into scoring position.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
That misses. Ball 3.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fights it off. He'll see another. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out towards left center. Hernandez ranging after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Still hitless, and you wonder if he's starting to press a little. Hit streak in danger. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that's outside. And the count is 2-0. Curveball over for a called strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Just missed. 1 out and a runner at second. Next offering is fouled back. Payoff pitch. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Walker.
That
Oh.
one's upstairs, ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Fastball for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at-bat.
Tying run at the plate. Swings through that one for strike two.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Jack Dreyer out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
So they
Dodgers,
bring on their closer in the
number
8th,
51,
Alex Vesia.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Two outs, runners at first and second. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Right through there for a strike. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
The tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter
That's inside.
conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Caught him looking for the K.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in Houston and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Now a pop-up on the infield. Pena. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Dalton Rushing.
Hey!
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Josh Hader, the closer of the staff, is throwing. And the lefty with the 0-1. Foul ball. The 0-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the Dodgers.
At the plate,
shortstop,
Miguel Rojas. That one off the mark, and that's ball one. in there at the knees for a strike. Rushing stands at first with one out. Ground ball could be two. To Pena at second for one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. LA's on top, 5-2. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, number 27.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Hey!
Here comes the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Struck him out looking.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch. He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one misses. Ball two. Vesia in his 6th season. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-1. Grounds one to short. Rojas. Over to first. That's the second out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Astros down to their last out. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Zach Cole. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Late swing, foul to the left. That one fouled off, 2-2. The Astros down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Oh, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles. Look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3-game series sweep, and they get it done on the road. You talk about the confidence that that can produce. Tell you what, they're riding high right now. It's a nice win in this game.
And your final score, 5-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.